Except I can't cover up that scar on his face.
Yeah, we're
Just
live.
leave
You gotta give us the count in.
Yeah,
Don't you
you're
tell
right.
us we're live.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Are
live.
we?
Yep.
You son of a bitch.
Well, I said I was going to do it.
Hey, doesn't mean you bloody do it straight away. All right.
Professionals.
Welcome. Yeah, pro streamers. Never will be. Anyway, welcome to 20s for Days, where 5 dickheads get together and play some D&D like beasts, rolling dice and doing other D&D things. Tonight I will introduce my players and they will introduce their characters. So we will start with our good friend Jake.
Yep, I am playing Thor. I am a tabaxi, abnormally large tabaxi.
With alopecia.
I said a bad word in front of my dad the other day, yesterday, and hopefully that didn't cause me too many issues. Yeah, that's me.
Cool. Next up we will have Rana.
Playing Chad, high elf, very traumatized, wants to go home.
Yep. Addy.
Playing Hank, the gnomish wizard, struggling with everything that's going on, but has a newfound love for speed. Not the drug kind, but the fast kind.
And Jay, introduce Cole.
So I was playing Cole Rafferty, who is a Frillneck Lizard Dragonborn Aussie Ocker champion country boy. He, however, is no longer with us, so I will be playing a new surprise character.
Not even I know what's going to happen. All right. So previously on Southpoint, we had issues up in the mountains. There was a tank, there were troops, and there was 4 comrades. There was an explosion of a motorbike, which had Chad borderline unconscious and struggling to do much. We had Cole, who got his bullwhip out and cast our first ulti of the campaign, cracking it out and
went out with the bang.
Some rain clouds appearing, and he channeled the wet, which is his deity, and a big whip crack and saying, "Get around, you bastard!" and some essentially working dogs formed of water out of the lake and just went savage on the dwarven infantry. Still got shot at by the tank, went unconscious. The other two, our good friends Thor, our daredevil duo, Thor and Hank,
Jump buddies.
took off.
Jump buddies.
The jump buddies took off down the trail and just jumped off the waterfall, midair, leaving the bike to its doom, and they just plummeted into the river below. Chad risking himself to save Cole, picking up the limp body of Cole and dragging him into the river, falling down the waterfall.
Made sure he didn't drown.
Made sure he didn't drown. The jump buddies then got rescued by Thor's dad, who was out for a bit of a fish in the middle of the river. And then Chad and Cole came not too long after that. Chad getting Cole up onto the riverbank and finding cold dead. After a long and exhausting speech from Hank about their good friend Cole and what he meant to them and how he'd helped them in their travels and getting them away from danger and into the safety of the bush, unceremoniously pushed him with a stick into the river, and away his body goes. After that, something happened that made Thor just climb a tree. Everyone ended up taking refuge inside of Thor's house. Thor's mum and dad, as always, great to guests, offering as much fish and milk as they desired. Not long thereafter, a battle group of these dwarven infantry / tank came rumbling past. Everyone sort of kept quiet. I mean, a plan-ish kind of, an immediate plan was made where Chad wanted to go home. Hank cast invisibility, and off Chad went. I believe that Hank and Thor were going to rest and then go head towards Chad's house in the morning. And that is where we left off. So, here we go. All right. Now, I need to talk to my good friend Jay, who doesn't exist. But you give me a wave of the hand when you want to introduce your character, all right? You just start waving them hands, all right?
All right.
Because, you let me know. I need the signal. Yeah, that's the one. I need
you're saying kiss me.
Not this.
No, not that
This.
one. I need the Team America. That's what I need.
Smart ass motherfucker.
All right. So, Chad, invisibly, you leave Thor's house.
Yep.
You know that this spell, as you've been told by Hank, is going to last an hour, so you need to make tracks. So, I mean, you can either just try and cross the river, or you can just run up to the backtrack a bit, go over the bridge, and then make your way down.
I'll take the bridge.
Okay,
The bridge
good.
is going to be faster than swimming.
All right, so you backtrack a bit, you come over the bridge, and then you come back along, and as you sort of pass Thor's house on the other side of the riverbank, you hear something moving in the river, and out comes one of the water pups that was cast from Cole's ulti. Comes up and makes its way up next to you and sort of starts nudging you. Your leg gets like a little bit wet as it sort of like starts nudging you. You pat it. You put your hand on it, it's like splash, splash, splash. That it's happy enough with you, and it sort of, it feels like you get the impression that it likes you and it wants to go with you.
I have an emotional support animal, guys. Need a little vest, card, so he can go in places. Okay, I'll give the dog a pat and take it with me.
So you splash your hand on its head, and your hand gets all wet and stuff, and that it's happy enough to go with you. So you make your way basically with this new doggo in tow.
Man, Mum is not going to be happy.
Yeah. You look down, and everywhere it steps, it leaves like a wet footprint, like everywhere. You make your way almost home before the hour's up, and you're like across the road, and you got visual on your complex, right? So you're looking around the town as you're sort of going. You're making a bit of pace. You're looking around, and you look over, and you can see your school, and it's basically there's like fences around it now, where there weren't any. It was a little bit fenced, but like this is proper like security fencing is going up and stuff, and you can see these dwarven armored creatures with orange runelock armor and weapons sort of they just seem to be just constructing like all this fencing and stuff around it, and you make your way to you look across the road to your apartment complex, and you appear across the road. Now, you do see out the front. Your place is gated off, right? So you do have walls and stuff around your complex. Out the front of the gates, you do see a team, what looks to be of these dwarven infantrymen. And they seem to be, they're not like looking to get in, they're guarding. It looks to be like a guard team guarding the complex, as opposed to them trying to kick the gate in. It's almost as if they've already done that and acquired the complex.
How many floors up was my complex?
I think we agreed it was about 50 odd.
Pretty high.
Yeah. I think you had, I think your living quarters was on about the 50th floor. Something like that. It was absurd. Yeah, you're a fancy family.
I'm gonna obviously not go up to the front gate, and I'm gonna just skirt along the edges.
Yep. So you skirt around the edges, and you could probably find a place where you could try and jump the fence. This fence is more brick as opposed to like brick wall, as opposed to like iron gates or something. So you may, unless you're going to pick up your doggo and attempt to climb over, you may need to leave your new companion behind.
Wait. Does he just stay in dog form, or can he just puddle out?
You don't know. You can ask him. Can you talk with animals?
Not at all. I can try an animal handling, but I'm an elf, not an owl.
What?
There's a difference. One can speak with animals because it is an animal, and one just sits in the woods. Yeah, I'll just give an animal handling, see if I can.
Sure, you can.
Figure out if this little guy can do anything.
I can make a good mate.
Boom.
I mean, you don't know a lot about dogs that are created by warlocks and rain and rivers, and you're not too sure if he can change his form or if he has to stay in his dog form. You feel like he's responding to command pretty well from you, but you're not too sure if he can change form, like puddle out, so to speak.
So I will.
When you pet him on the head earlier or along his neck and stuff, it felt like he had substance. Your hands were getting wet, so it wasn't like your hand went straight through his face or whatever. It was it felt like he was a solid object.
Got a form. Which is why I was.
Yeah, if you need to, you could probably pick him up. He's gonna get wet.
But I'm not sure how stealthy has this dog been traveling along with me.
I wouldn't say stealthy. Like it's just been like this random water dog, like walking the street. Like where have you been going? He knows where you are.
He doesn't give a shit what he's doing.
Because dog reasons, he's just
So I'm going to find somewhere that he can lay down and not be immediately noticeable.
Okay, so you might need to cross back across the street or whatever. Find somewhere safe, rather than like on the side of a street behind the complex trying to jump over a wall.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if there were any bushes or trees around the complex, you know.
I mean, there is, but like,
shit.
because like you guys are elves. You want to keep the good trees on the inside of the walls. They're like your
Yeah,
trees.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
The
none of
wall
that
just
human.
whoops out along one really nice
Yeah,
tree.
if you got one like nice tree that's on the edge, it's just like
Bastards.
this like warped wall comes out. All right.
So,
By the way, if Jaren starts waving his arms like crazy and someone can see it, I cannot see him at all. He's completely like frozen.
Yeah,
So,
he's frozen for me too.
yeah, sick. All right, go on.
Sick.
Glad to know he's still there.
Yeah.
He will catch up. He catched up before.
so I'll take him
Streaming
back to
from
the
my
river.
mobile.
I'll put him in a drop by the river, and I've got a little bit of rope and I've got a mess kit. So I'm going to tie the rope around him, so like a little collar.
Okay.
Mess kit. I'm going to write a note in Gnomish.
Okay.
And pop it in the mess kit and tell him if I am not back in an hour or two, find Hank. Go back to Thor's house, the big tree, and find Hank or Thor. Big dumb Goliath, little smart-ass gnome. Yeah.
He gives you like a few little like. He doesn't bark or anything. He gives you a few sounds and stuff. Like he's. You feel like this is a smart creature. You don't think like.
Yeah.
He's like a regular dog. You know what I mean? Like you think he can probably understand exactly what you're saying.
I just suddenly went, find Hank. He has no clue where Hank is in the town. I don't want him running all over town.
Find Hank.
What's that, Lassie?
Ears come up, find Hank. Off he goes.
And finally, I'm going to get my school supplies out of whatever, because I took my backpack and ran, and just tape the mess kit shut so that if he goes into the river, the note can still be read.
Okay, no worries. Cool. All right, he does that. He sort of just sits. No, he just like lays down next to like a little bush that's not as nice as your elven bushes.
Yeah.
And
Shit.
and just waits it out.
And also going to tell him to avoid the dwarves. If he's well and truly stuck, he can bite one of them. Go for it. But next course of option, I want him to get back to one of the crews so that he's actually helping out. Okay, back to trying to jump the fence. Pat the dog.
All right,
Make
it athletics.
Okie dokie, athletics. Man, I'm much better at acrobatics. If you wanted me to backflip over this wall.
So it's. I mean, it's more for the narrative. Like you're gonna get over. It's just how you get over. So like you're like okay,
whether it's
all your concentration is on this new friend. So, and then you're like, all right, I've got to go. And you're like sort of just watching the dog as you're like trying to climb and scramble, and you can't really find your footing because you're too worried about new friend. Eventually,
it's a bit shot the second I leave.
Yeah, it's a bit of a comedy, but you get up and over into your really, really nice garden.
One of those ones where as you're climbing over the fence, stay! And then you're getting over the fence, stay! Walk away 5 meters, come back, stay!
Yeah.
Don't.
Like saying it a little bit too loudly, like you're like, oh, hang on. And then you're over the fence. Alright, so you are within the walls of your complex. What do you do?
Creep round to the back door or the garage door, check all the doors.
Now make a perception check. Okay, so you're looking at the doors and you kind of look up at, you're like, okay, that's. You think you see movement going on upstairs, up near the top. But
big movement.
Yeah, not just one person sort of movement. Not just mum sitting down having a martini, waiting for this all to blow over. This is more than that, you think. Okay, so you know that the front entrance where you would normally go down under into the basement and catch the lift up is guarded from outside at least.
Definitely taking the fire escape.
But you wanna climb that son of a bee? Go for it. Are you gonna be stealthy about it, or are you just gonna go ham?
I am going to be stealthy about it. That's why I'm taking the stairs, because there is nothing worse than getting up there. Ding! Hello, guards.
Shut.
Faster.
All right. So make a stealth check on your way up, so nobody else on the outside either or inside. Okay. All right.
Come on, be
So-
distracted.
You kind of quietly, mate. You think you're quiet on your way up. You don't think you're loud by any means. There's plenty of other things happening in the city. There's faraway
Television
explosions.
noises.
And, yeah. And it takes you quite a while because you're climbing 50 stories to get up to the
It's okay, I've done
Um,
track.
up to the top. It takes you some time, but you do get up. All right, shall we flip scene? Let's see what the other two fellas are doing. Hank and Thor, what's the plan? Tuck in, go to sleep. That's it.
Pretty much. The
Fucking
plan was
sleep over, aren't we?
wait until morning and then hoof it over to Chad's.
All right, cool. That was it for you too, Thor.
Yeah. Sleep
Alright.
over.
Sleepover. Jump buddy sleepover.
Yeah.
Where does Hank sleep?
Wherever they give me a space. I mean, I don't need much. I'm happy
Well,
to
it's-
sleep on the
Does
couch.
Does Thor want Hank to have sleepovers in his room, or what?
Yeah, in the room.
This is a nice feeling having a friend.
Don't write it there.
Yeah, we'll pull
Don't
up
write
in
it there.
the little sleeping bag, which is probably like a spare Goliath sock.
Yeah. So if you're sleeping in my room, you're pretty much sleeping wherever I'm not, because it's not the biggest room in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just try to find someplace private and just like curl up in a corner.
I sleep curled up like a cat, by the way.
Or in his sock drawer, one of the two.
Fetal kind of, hands crossed over, chin resting on my hands.
I just
All right, so you guys just have a
uncomfortable.
big fucking snooze. All right, so Chad, you
My pants and I got a few
eventually
bodies
quite a
up under
while
my belt.
to get up at the top, and you're not feeling fantastic. That took it out of you, but let's press on. So you open up the side, the side sort of door, make your way in, and you do hear some movement going on, and you come up to the sort of the corner that leads around into the door, the entrance. You sort of look around. There's one guard posted at the front door.
There is no way for me to get into my apartment by going through the windows, is there?
Die Hard
You could
style.
go to the roof. Yeah, you could go to the roof. There is options. Let's play D&D.
Hell yeah, I'm going to the rooftop pool, and I'm getting in my window that way.
Okay, cool. So you go back out, back up to the roof, and you make your way. Looking at the pool, you know, there's like the pool is sort of like glass bottom as well, so you can see like straight through, and you look down, your dad's in there, and he's talking to someone. It looks like a bit of a heated argument. Mum's nowhere to be seen. What's your movement? What are we doing?
Who's Dad arguing with? What kind of humanoid?
It looks like not a dwarven soldier that you've seen before.
Still a dwarf?
It is an actual dwarf, yes, definitely. Like helmets off. He's got like the armor plating and stuff like that, the full plate. He looks a little bit more regal as he's got a cape. Because that's what makes people regal.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
Checks out with me.
Yeah. Instead of the sort of dirty, sort of bulk gunmetal sort of armor, he's got a bit, it's a little bit more greeny golden. Short, almost not bald, but like
Short. Of course he's short.
like short crew cut. But full beard. Very like Ned Kelly-esque.
Now, for argument's sake,
And I will argue it.
if this were a glass bottom pool, as you've said, if theoretically the bottom of the pool could be broken, how many liters / tons of water would be dropped on them both?
A lot, but you've also got to think that even though it is a glass bottom, it is strong enough to hold said water. Also,
That's why it was just a theoretical.
Yeah.
Now, somewhere along the pool, there's going to be those rails, that, you walk down into the pool. I'm going to tie a rope to that.
Sure.
Find a side where the dwarf is not looking, and try and line the rope up with the joins of the window so that I can scoot down without the rope being hanging straight in the middle of the glass.
Make a survival and a stealth check, and we'll see how you go.
Okay, so stealthy. Survival.
Oh,
Too bad I spent my inspos trying to save someone.
All right, so you tie it off, and you kind of put the rope down, and it lines up where you want it, and you sort of climb over like abseiling, and you
Right,
make your
I
way.
forgot to make a harness.
Yeah. So that's you fucking just like you got your free ball in this one. Off you go. You sort of down you go. You're hanging on. You make your way down to where your bedroom is, and one side of the wall is where Dad's having an argument. The other side is your bedroom, and then you feel like a slip of the knot. You look down, hundreds and hundreds of feet down.
I'm gonna go for my window.
Yep. So you make your way, you flick it open, sort of give it a bit of a one last swing. As you swing and you shift your body weight that one last time, and you reach out for your window, you feel the whole rope just slag up. Falls all the way, and you're just like holding onto the edge.
No evidence I broke in, I guess. There's nothing on the roof.
True. Just a massive fucking rope on the ground.
Shame you tied the rope to an elephant and it jumped off.
I'm gonna climb in the window.
Yep. You climb into the comforts of your bedroom. There's no one in here.
Go to the fridge, drown 5 cans of Monster in a panic.
Jesus. Yeah, righto. Yeah, slam 5 monsters.
And go get changed because
bong
I've
out.
probably pissed myself again.
And then what?
Was one of Dad's windows open?
Of his room, or
The office or anything like that?
you're not too sure. You'd have to climb on out again.
Okay.
As you know, that Dad's office is basically almost the other side of the building, like the other side of the main living.
I'm gonna stealth through the hallways and play a wondrous game of hide and seek and hope I don't die.
Right,
And just see if I can see who else is in the apartment that is not a family member.
Give me another stealth. Okay. All right, so you sort of like edge your door open. You're having a look, and you see Dad talking to whoever this dwarf is.
Oh, I'm definitely going to nose in on that.
Yeah. And you sort of make your way out. As you said, your first sort of objective is to find out what or who anyone, who is in the apartment currently. You make your way down the hallways and stuff, and you're keeping low. You like, this is your house, like Kevin McAllister style. You know how things work in this house. And you make your way. The only two other people, other than your dad and this dwarf, and let's say for argument's sake, general, so to speak, or leader dwarf, is two guards on the door. So there's one posted outside, two on the inside, almost as like bodyguard or whatever. They are the bolt gun metal, full plate armored, orange runelock sort of collars and glowing orange eyes with their weapons.
Do they look better off than the people we were fighting earlier? Like, they're not here to guard my dad's house, and make sure he doesn't go anywhere, but they're here waiting for the general.
You feel like the way that they're watching things go down, you think that these two, or potentially three, one outside, guards are specifically here to bodyguard this general, so to speak.
Cool.
Officer.
Then if that's
Ossifer, that's it.
if that's the case, then I'll listen in on what he's talking about with Dad, and then hopefully once he leads, his guards will go too.
Yeah. So you basically catch the end of their conversation after you've done. You hear bits and pieces, but you basically catch the end of them arguing. Not so much arguing, but your dad
Strong discussion.
Yeah, defending what he wants to be, or what's going on with his runelock shipments, and the Ossifer is demanding immediate access to all. He knows that your dad has the key codes, and he's demanding full access to all runelock technologies in the country, not just this town, but the country. And your dad is refusing, but the Ossifer tells your dad that he has his wife
And my brother.
and your brother offshore.
Yep.
And you want to see him again, he'll give up the codes in 24 hours. Or everyone. He'll lose his wife, he'll lose his son, and then when your younger son, and when they hunt down his second son, which will be you, they'll end the Chad's life as well. With that, he turns on his heels.
Back into my bedroom. Into the bathroom, even better.
Yep. The Ossifer turns on his heels, and the bodyguards follow him out. You're not sure if the third guard went with them or not.
Stays or...
Yeah. What do you do?
I'll wait a few minutes to make sure that he's not coming back.
Yeah.
And then I'll wander in and go, Dad, what was that all about?
Chad, what are you doing here? I thought you were long gone.
So...
Besides, be quiet. Be quiet. Shh. Stop yelling. just outside the door.
Didn't yell. Just
You
horrified.
just said, what the F was that all about?
Said, not shouted. There's a difference.
I'm glad to see you, but you are trying my patience. Now, here, have a whiskey.
Yeah, God, I was going to go and help myself
Pause
to that.
Pause two. Chad, we are in a bit of strife. They're after the rune lock codes.
Well,
I could give it to them. It would
they got
mean
mummy.
the safety of our family, but it would put the country in peril.
Do you remember that Dragonborn? That was here yesterday.
The one that was here, yes, I remember the frill neck one.
Yeah, they shot him. He dead.
They shot him.
Yep.
How do you know? What were you doing?
Do you remember when I said that the principal shot someone and framed us, and you were like, yes, I'm busy now, go. Yeah, well,
Oh, yes, I remember.
yeah, so he was going to probably murder Cole and possibly me by proxy if I went back to school. So we all ran away, and then we're in the middle of these woods. We see this invasion force come down. These dwarves pop up, and they're like, there they are! And we are stuck between these dwarves and these freaking wolverines, dire wolverines.
Mm.
They shoot us. Cole does something crazy. There's water dogs everywhere. They're fighting the dwarves. The gnome and the Goliath do a sick jump off the waterfall and then crash into the river. Cole gets shot. I try and get Cole out. He dies. We all nearly drown. What the frick?
Well, okay, that seems very far-fetched. Are you doing the drugs? I mean, water dogs, honestly. I've done some of the drugs in my day.
What do you mean you're still on them?
Here, have another whiskey. He hands you another
It's just
whiskey.
bribery.
Are you on the drugs? Here's some
What?
alcohol.
Yeah, have some more alcohol. I'm definitely not on the drugs.
I mean, it feels far-fetched that we had dwarves raining from the sky, and now that they've taken over the town. Also, it turns out that my Goliath acquaintance is adopted by a pair of tabaxi, and he thinks he's one.
Are you quite sure you're not on the drugs?
Do you remember when I said he was running around school on 4 legs? That's why, because he's been adopted. He thinks he's a cat.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, it's been a weird day.
Country
Why?
is in danger. I can give up the access codes or not. I could save our family, but endanger the country.
I mean, he stole my sleigh band, so I'm still mad at him. The little brother.
Okay, we've got more important things. I'll get you some more sleigh bands. For God's sakes.
So, should we call 911?
What is that going to do?
I don't know. The rest of the country should be
911.
upset over this.
Look, it's
Dad
Jay
joke.
gets it. Jay gets it. I think we should sleep on it and have some breakfast in the morning and decide what we're going to do. I won't give up the access codes without at least knowing your mother and brother are alive. And you should not be seen by them at all. They're still hunting for you.
Yeah, no shit. That's why I got shot at. They blew up the quad bike I was riding on.
Why? Okay. Quad bike, right? Quad bike.
How pedestrian.
Definitely
Where-
carried quad bike.
where
Quite, yeah.
Must be one of
Quad
these the
line.
drugs they're
Yes,
talking about.
when I was younger, I used to take lines of quad bike too. And I used to jump off waterfalls, see water dogs.
Okay, Dad's had a bit of whiskey.
Dad
I'm gonna
has had a bit of whiskey.
where they
It's
said
been a day.
Daddy's
No
under a lot of
shit.
pressure, sweetie.
gotta get this out on time. So like if I go up to the window, could I see potentially where Mum and little brother are held offshore?
Yeah, I mean, go make a perception check.
What was his name? His name was Colin? Kyle?
It wasn't Colin.
Yeah, I
Colin
know.
was your dead friend.
Um,
Uh,
man, I'm having such a brain fart.
his name was Curtis.
That's it. It was a 2-syllable name that started with C.
Holy shit. Yeah, so you look out over the beach. You see, you see a couple of dwarven water vessels. And then, like, you see where the surfers sort of hang out and stuff as well. And you look down and you see starbucks by the ocean. But down, like, further out into the middle of the ocean, you see what looks to be more of a battleship sitting like a fair way out, but you see it. If you were to make a completely uneducated guess, that like you're like that's the biggest ship. That's probably where they are.
By big ship, how big is it, and how far out does it look to be?
Big ship, like as big as this tower is tall, and
Tinny.
yes, it's not a little like rowboat, and you're looking at probably a few miles out. I don't know how it's magic. This ship is just there. All right.
Nervous shot of whiskey.
You can't you would be hard pressed even with the amount of whiskey in your system to swim to it.
It's in nondescript distance away.
Not drown, and or be completely and utterly exhausted by the time you got there. Let alone trying to board the bastard.
I need Chet's waterboard.
Must be at least
Yeah.
300 feet.
That would help. Yeah, I was going to go that way, but I thought further,
GG.
That's the furthest I could think of.
Okay. Small panic. Walk around in circles. What if we killed that general? Or tied him up, or something?
You want to kill the general? Tie him
Capture
up.
him?
What's that going to do?
Beat him?
I mean,
Is he important?
are you sure you're not on the drugs? You want to kill the general?
I'm riding on panic right now.
How do you want to do it, Chadrick?
God knows, don't you have a gun safe or something like that?
Oh, I've got heaps of guns. I wouldn't use them, though. They're all rune lock.
Chad's just...
Jesus Christ. You know the hard stuff.
So... What? Fix. You're the adult. How?
Well,
what is a good idea
that's
in
it.
this situation?
The best idea in this situation is probably to get some sleep and let the adults deal with it tomorrow. I'm sure we can I can come up with a good solution if I just, when it's time to rest. He goes over and locks the doors, and not that they wouldn't have been locked before, but
Double locks them.
Yeah.
Bolts, slides, chains.
Yeah,
So-
go on.
So the only person currently in the apartment is my dad.
Correct.
There's none of the staff,
As
etc.
correct, as Chad doesn't count as people.
I don't count because I am me. I will leave this apartment when I want to.
Okay, cool.
Nervously, just Chad is at this point being what, like 13, 14, had several shots of whiskey. He's going to think it's a great idea to write a note on a piece of paper and fold it into a little airplane and be like, I hope the dog gets this, and throw it out the window.
All right, so this paper plane sails out the wrong way towards the beach, but you lose sight of it.
Says something like, all good, go back to Hunk.
Yeah. Oh, gee, bruv. Yeah, something like that.
It's got little shackers drawn on it.
Yeah, that's it. And you retire for the night, get some rest.
Not sure how with that much whiskey and 5 cans of Monster in me, but...
Oh, it's easy.
You
It's called a
taste-
cardiac arrest.
I was going to say your heart's about to explode.
I'll do a couple of backflips off the walls.
Yeah, you just go up into the pool and you just start powering out like a bunch of laps, like a couple of hundred. Eventually, you knock yourself out and you go to bed.
Awesome,
Alright.
I found a great way to get extra speed.
Yeah.
Movement speed potions.
All right. So, next morning, Thor and Honk, you two have been jumping around in your sleeping bags all night. Until you knackered yourself completely and you had a full night's sleep, belly of fish and guts full of milk. You make your way downstairs to find Thor's mum cooking up a storm of more fish with a side of milk.
Water chicken.
Hi, dear. Would you care for some fish and milk? Oh, hello, Hank.
Good morning, Mrs. Thor. Never actually learnt your last name, and it wasn't on the screen, so I don't remember. Was there ever a last name there? This is awkward.
I think it was. I don't remember what it was because I'm fucking that good. She says, "Oh, that's okay." No, there was no last name. Her name's just Beryl.
Mrs. Thor it is.
Went for a
Yes.
share kind of thing.
You could just call me Beryl. How much fish would you like this morning, Hank?
Just a little one, please.
She gives you 5 or 6 fish.
Yo.
5 or 6 big fish.
Yeah, I try
on
my
your plate.
best. Don't want to be rude.
And two glasses of milk.
Oh, fish and milk, great.
And Thor gets about 30 odd fish, and
I am keen for the water chicken today.
yeah. Yes, the water chicken. They're juicy today. Enjoy. Your father's been out chickening this morning.
Thanks, Mother.
Few questions, but it can wait.
What are you two boys up to today? Staying out of trouble and away from the dwarves, I hope.
Of course.
Oh, absolutely, Mother.
That's the plan. I mean, could do some scouting for some jumps.
We're going to do some hardcore study.
Ooh.
We are?
How hardcore are we talking, Thor?
Absolutely. We are going to be studying like crazy.
I mean, I've got some books with me.
Honestly, I thought that the school was locked down as some sort of prison, but...
No. I am
Prison?
very, very passionate about studying.
You never mentioned that
Yes.
before.
Really, really fast studying.
Why didn't you?
Shut up,
Yeah,
Hank.
you should have told
Hank,
me.
shh. I elbow Hank.
Whoa! Oh, wobbly leg on the chair there. Sorry.
You okay, Hank? Would you like
Yeah.
more milk?
Yeah, no, I'm already struggling to finish this like bucket, but I'll get there.
Dad comes in with his chickening rod on his over his shoulder, straw hat.
Yeah.
Hello, son.
I very
Did Dave
sheepishly
study
today?
go.
Hey?
Dad.
Very important question. Does
Here we
the
go.
hat have like holes for the ears to poke out, or do they just have to sit flush with the hat?
No, of course they poke out. Don't be absurd. I want all the fan art. Oh yeah. Just so you
Yeah,
know,
very
Addy, it's Kevin. Thor's dad's name is Kevin.
Mr. T, gotcha.
Yep, absolutely. What are you boys up to?
Studying.
Would you like to come?
Be
Would
studying,
you like
sir.
to come chickening?
No,
Can't say it's a skill of mine, sorry.
no. No, Dad.
Oh.
Sorry, Dad.
Stay away from the dwarves. They're not nice, and they're unruly types.
Yes,
They've
sir.
been
Thank
taking
you, sir.
people. Okay, they've been taking people from their houses.
So what did you say about the school being a prison?
You talking about Beryl?
Both.
Okay. Yeah. Beryl says yes. They've anyone who's been resisting them has been taken down to Southpoint High and being imprisoned there. I believe that some of the faculty members rose up against the dwarves, but then I also believe I heard rumor that some of them were working with the dwarves. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but it looks like a huge prison yard that is being constructed.
That a thing. Alright, well when are we studying? I'm excited. What are we studying?
Right now, buddy.
Okay, well, yeah, sorry.
Let's go. Come
Alright.
on.
I'd like jaunt off to his room. Get my books out.
Where are you going, buddy?
Um,
I'm going outside to study.
oh,
Let's go.
but I mean desks are usually.
I said, let's go.
Whoa. Okay.
All right, so you make your way outside. You get okay. All right, arms are flailing. Take her away.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to do it a little bit more, but yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, no, it's up to you. You go for it. I know very little about your character, but
Okay, cool.
and
Oh, he's my
you've been
dad.
practicing, so now's your time to shine.
Okay. So you guys both exit the treehouse there, and you step out onto the footpath. You're looking around. You see the streets are very quiet. Everyone sort of seems to be sort of tucked up in their homes and that sort of thing. And you look down one side of the street. You see, like in the distance, you see like a troop of dwarves sort of maneuvering around, doing one of their patrols, as it were. You look back up the street towards the river there, and you sort of see this this dark, shadowy sort of figure just sort of crouched down close to the riverbank, and you can't see his face or anything like that. There's this large sort of pointed hood sort of covering his face as such, but you can kind of gauge from the position of him that he's looking at you.
Hey, Hank, who do you suppose that is?
I peer
Hank?
down. How far away?
He's probably a good 50 meters.
I'm pretty confident it's not a dwarf.
I 90%, 95%. How sure are you?
Go 100.
100%. Red's in.
Okay, you're good.
2019.
Don't know what it
Should-
is though. It looks a bit odd.
I mean, isn't that where you, like, stick poked coal into the water?
Well, I would have thought he would have floated away by now.
Very, very ceremoniously stick poked him.
Oh, somebody had to. You buggered off. And I mean that with all due respect, Jump Buddy.
Yeah, good. Good.
Well,
Oh, well, let's go say hello.
Stabs the gun.
I mean, okay. And I just sort of hide behind his leg as he's walking up.
What are you doing, Jump Buddy?
I'm just being tactical. Tactical.
Ooh, nice. So you guys approach him slowly, or this figure slowly, and as you get closer, you start to see sort of this dark sort of cloth covering what appears to be like a humanoid kind of form, or a human form. It's about average height, roughly around 6 foot, but then there seems to be something sort of going on under that hood. You can't quite make it out as such. Until you start getting a little bit closer. You see this figure sort of is crouched down, sort of hiding behind the riverbank there. He sort of like sees you guys coming, and he's looking around and that sort of stuff. And he's gestures for you to come closer down the sort of slope towards the water's edge.
Thought.
Track record in hand gestures hasn't been the greatest there, Jump Buddy. What do you suppose that means? Should we?
I mean, if that was stop, maybe this is like run away. Do you reckon? I thought all the weirdos only stayed behind the bins behind the supermarket. I mean, that's where I was always told not to go.
I mean, oh, he's getting very excited.
Yes.
Shit, there's a second arm involved now.
Dancing?
I mean, if this means stop, then surely this would mean. I mean, should we go ask him?
Well, I mean, that would solve the problem.
Alright, let's go do it. Let's go ask him.
Maybe he took the same class as a Cole, but I don't think I recognise him.
We'll go ask him.
Alright, let's go ask him.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys...
I get my slingshot ready.
Jesus. Just wind up on him.
So he sees this, and he holds up 2 hands. You can see he's got bare hands. A little bit sort of pitted though, and wrinkled, like he's had his hands, stuck in water for a long, long time. And he sort of holds his hands up, and you hear this sort of gruff voice from under the hood. He's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I mean no harm."
How old are you?
Get your attention by waving my arm.
You're not going to offer us any candy, are you?
No.
Is there a van nearby?
No, I need an adult.
He looks around one more time, and he goes, "I promise you won't freak out.
Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
I don't want anyone to cry or shout." And he pulls back the hood slowly, and you see atop this human form, this human body, you see what appears to be a stingray, basically attached to this human head, almost like a hat, but like the stingray has just mushed itself into this guy and is now like on top of its head and just is controlling this human meat puppet, as it were, beneath it. And this stingray character, this puppeteer, if you will, he looks around one more time and he sort of gives you this dumb-looking smile with his stingray face, which honestly is somewhat comical to your eyes if you've ever seen a stingray face. Nathan's got the photo. I'm sure he'll show you. He sort of takes a deep breath in. You see these little gills, and you see the throat on the man's neck below, just like sort of bulging out as it takes in a breath. Oh, my name is Ray, and I come from the sea. Smushed to a man, now I resemble he. From the deep blue river to the mountain stream, I was bound for some cat's dinner till I gave a scream. I says, spare me, you big tabby, and I'll owe you forever. So I owe him now for being so clever. He gave me some cloth to hide my ugly gills, told me that folks wouldn't take to my mug in these hills. I begged him to go back where I was swimming free, but those bastard dwarves showed up and put the willies up me. Saw them I did, jumping from beyond the cloud, thousands or more, dropping like a shroud. Gunfire and exploding, racking the evening air. All I wanted to do was get the fuck out of there. So I did my best to avoid being seen, but they saw me all right on account of my sheen. Chased through alleys and over brick walls until I ended up at the foot of the river falls. There I saw you lot plummet ass overhead, and the young lizard fellow, who I know is now dead. My condolences to you all for that terrible loss, though I'm sure that means little from this old toss. Look, followed you here to this quiet little nook. I assure you I am friend and not any kind of crook. Help you, I will, as best as I can, because the cat who spared me is that feller's old man. If I help take you back, and take back this small town, maybe I turn to the deep blue from the brown. Oh, I miss the taste of salt and the sand on my belly. Come on, give a chance. I'll prove I'm not made of jelly. A fighter I am, and a good one at that. How else do you think the bloke I'm wearing got such a fetching hat?
I like it.
Thanks.
Have an inspiration, mate.
Aw. Is Addy frozen?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hank's in shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
Just like,
Yeah, Thor's half terrified
am I on the
with
drugs?
the sea creature
Half
on your head.
hungry.
Yeah, half hungry.
Like, I'll be honest,
Yeah, Stingray
Ray.
head,
thing?
head, Stingray head.
Can I ask you a
the
question
stingray.
first?
My name is Ray.
Ray, or can we ask you a question?
My name is Ray. Ask away.
When you were doing this hand thing, what did you mean?
I waved my hand to draw you from the land.
But what did that mean? Because we've been told this means stop. And we got very confused.
I thought it was obvious to see. Waving my hand means come to me.
Well, apparently this means stop. I would have thought that
Oh.
meant stop, but apparently this meant stop. See, so very confused. And not to sound, you're a strange looking man in a coat in a river.
I'm no
waving
man.
at
I'm no man.
2 kids. My dad warned me about people that look like you in places where you happen to be standing right now, and I'm very concerned. You sure you're not going to offer us candy or lollies or get in the back of me wagon, show you a magic trick?
You also appear to have a fish on your head.
What?
He
No.
makes a fair point.
There's no fish on my head, only me, that is Ray. And the body, instead, is not of mine creation. I just ran into him as he swam out from the port station.
Hank.
So what do you think, Thor?
Well, right now, I don't know whether to lick him or to run away from him.
Because he's fish, right?
Or chicken.
I mean, stranger danger to
So
the
he's
max.
more water turkey.
I mean,
I'm a stinging eye.
I'm not gonna lie, Thor. I'm getting a real weird vibe. Also, when are we studying? 'Cause this is taking out a lot of study time.
I picture your minds at ease. I'm no fiend, I'm no foe. I'm
Damn it.
just a stingray on some average Joe.
Okay, imagine it from our point of view.
So,
We've just been waved down to the river by this
There's Echo. Echo.
ray-headed man.
a man-bodied Ray.
That too.
Make sure you say it that way.
Right. I don't want to alarm or insult. I wish I had my whistle on me. But
Listen, boys. Perhaps I should ask what you seek to achieve to get this mob of dwarves over here to leave. I mean, I don't mean to rush you, but the tides are against us, and if I want to get back home, I can't exactly take the bus.
what do you mean get him to leave? We're like high school
Well,
kids. I mean, we can do
Just
sick
wanna do
jumps.
sick jumps and
Yeah, sick jumps. Yep. Yeah, I was a bit late. Sorry.
There you go.
Oh, I mean, we were just going to go catch up with our other friend.
he lives on a really tall building.
Really tall building.
Fucking tall.
I imagine it's nice to be tall.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Just checking. Cause, yeah,
That'd be a sick jump though.
What do you mean?
Oh.
What do you,
Oh, sorry.
to get these to leave? Why wouldn't you want these dwarves to leave?
well, of course we want them to leave, but we had a
invaded your
bike,
home.
but we
They've
don't
taken your people.
and we don't have a bike anymore.
Turned your school into jail. Hung
need an
prisoners
adult.
from its steeple.
I have a slingshot. I've seen Thor punch a few people. I mean, it's about all we got. I do also
Yeah,
apologise on
pretty
the odd
much.
note for my crappy internet connection at the moment.
Pretty
Listen,
good.
boys, there are more ways to fight than to run in swinging outright.
Yep, duly noted. I mean,
His rhyming game is strong.
Thor, are we going to be taken
pretty on
away
point.
by this weird fish man? I mean,
Well, this bell's kind of ding. I don't know.
Well,
He smells good.
what?
It smells delicious.
That's a bit weird.
Like chicken.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, focus. Head in the game.
Are you hungry? Are you hungry, Hank?
No, I just ate like more fish than I've ever eaten in my life. And chugged down like a bucket of
You
milk.
didn't. We had water chicken for breakfast.
Huh?
appreciate your compliments, Master Thor. Appreciate your compliments to I about my smell, but a bad taste in my mouth I'll leave by hell. Stealth and cunning are the stingray's way. Perhaps you two could follow me and, end up saving the day.
Do you have a plan?
Well,
What's your plan? Because we were just going to go over there.
I'd still like to try and talk to my dad at some point. That'd be nice.
Yeah, also.
Sorry, bear with me.
listen, plans are icky things that I'm not much good at. But if a leader you need, then I'll wear that hat.
Well, again, I don't think it's the fact that we need a leader. It's the fact that we're... I mean... Have you
we're
got
already in a pretty exclusive club.
Oh, well, true. Wait, does he want to... Have you got a bike? Is that what's going on?
I travel by foot or flipper, you see. Such is my lot as a creature of the sea.
Well, I mean, if you really want to lead the squad, you kind of need a bike. That's the thing. It's kind of hard to be a jump buddy without one. I mean, we got to get one, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we're in the market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going to hit refresh again.
Danger?
God damn it, I keep losing video. Sorry, guys.
That's right. So, I believe that Thor has just suggested to take your new friend Ray to go and see Chad.
I think Chad will like him.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, Thor. I'm very creeped out right now. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the guy that my dad always warned us about. You know when he used to come to the school? Were you ever there for those talks?
You speak in rhyme too now.
Incredible.
Nope.
Oh no, what's that?
Come on.
Uh,
Come on.
Righto.
Focus.
One sec. I know.
You got
how
to turn the
fix this.
background off.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Aye.
All right. Well,
I mean, like, right now we're behind a bush at the edge of the water.
which isn't creepy at all.
I mean, no, I mean, that's kind of bad, I think.
I think it's very
Pretty sure
bad.
your dad always said, don't ever go behind the bush near the water.
Yeah, or hang out with weird fishmen.
Stranger.
Put it down there. I can't see. Do you want? You hear it at the walls. Children.
That's all I can see Addie's gnome doing. I am not a legal adult.
So, are we going to chat?
So what I think is we get away from the behind the bush near the water.
Yep.
And we take him to Chad.
Yep.
Chad can fix it.
Yeah, then handball it.
Ooh. That could work. How are your ears, Mr. Ray?
My ears are fine. I hear sublime.
Okay, damn. But yeah, I mean, great. Okay. Well, that's the thing. You know the big skyscraper building over here? What was the name of the tower? Can we see it from here?
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll point to that.
It's huge.
Holy crap, Chad lives there?
Golding Estate.
Yeah, we were there before.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Listen,
I don't
boys.
think Thor was.
I wasn't there.
Boys, I am no stranger, and I pose no danger. A debt I owe your father I intend to pay, by helping you in your quest to find a way. The dwarves are our enemy. They deserve what's coming. Lest you want to end up in their jail waiting for your bumming.
What?
Yeah, I just sort of like take
I
a couple
need
of
an
steps
adult.
back.
Definitely need an adult.
Oh, have another inspo. I love it. Oh, shit. So good.
Hank,
Yeah.
I'm just going to stand behind you now.
You're going to stand me on the gnome. You like physically pick him up. Move him in front of you.
Listen, boys, let's get out of these streets and away from prying eyes. I need to rehydrate and rest these man thighs.
He's my favourite. He's so good.
I think we should run, Thor. I think we've made a grave mistake.
I pick Hank up and I fucking leg it.
On all fours. He's already running.
I don't want to go away from prying eyes. I want prying eyes. I want all the eyes.
Again.
More eyes, the better.
Oh, it's so good.
Can we just shout out?
Oh,
Capture scores.
Oh, we've hit our peak.
The worst possible introduction a character can do. Appear in a trench coat and suggest we leave away from people.
They both just run away. They both just run away, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
They run.
Well,
Yeah,
by
I picked it
both.
Okay, so he's like reaching out as they sort of turn and run. Like, wait, don't go, you're acting the fool. Ah, blast you. If you need me, just holler into the town swimming pool.
Okay.
Just swimming around in the swimming pool.
Will not be noticed there.
All right, so
Oh
we'll
shit!
get that back on track one day, I'm sure. All right, Thor and Hank, you shit can it. It's almost as if like Hank turned to go. You just saw Thor on all fours about to run, and you just like jump on his back, and you're just riding Thor through the parklands, avoiding all sorts of like
Sounds
eat like
worse.
you know that
Someone to
scene.
ride me all through the park.
You know that, and like he runs straight through like a dwarven a garrison. Like you remember that scene in Band of Brothers where like Spears just gets up and just runs straight through the German line?
Yep.
That he does that. He's just like just runs straight at them, and they're just like. Like it just did not compute. Run straight past them. You know, in no time at all, you're at Golding Estate.
It's because I'm holding my breath and just trying to keep all of my orifices closed.
Shit.
Oh.
I peer back.
Gold
I'm
carrot,
like,
by the way, mate. You almost got an ulti already.
I can't see him, Thor. I think you outran him.
All right, so you see a garrison at the front gate of Golding Estate. What do you guys do?
Do we tell them about that weird man?
I think we tell everyone about that weird thing.
The man with a stingray for a face.
All right. Well, I could cast invisibility on us.
I feel like we should have done that earlier.
Didn't really get the chance. I was too
If you
busy.
cast invisibility on me, it would look like you were flying.
Well, what if I climbed in your backpack?
Damn, that's good. That could have worked.
Well, it won't now.
I climb in his backpack.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
I cast invisibility on him.
You disappear.
All right, go inside.
All right.
Fuck yeah. Alright,
Alright,
what do I see?
Well, you see a garrison at the front gate. The gates are closed. There's a few soldiers here, and one of those tanks at the front. Now we'll flip scenes whilst you guys decide what you're going to do. Whether you want to jump the fence or just walk straight past them. All right, and we're going to go back to Ray, our good friend Ray.
Just swimming around in a pool.
No, so Ray,
No, just the head swimming, the body's just dragging behind.
Yes, the head's doing this. The head's doing this, but the body is just like awkwardly like puppet walking.
You know, it's so inconspicuous.
He makes his way like down through the river sort of canal and that, just trying to keep clear of the dwarven patrols and that, and he goes up to the treehouse.
So when he's swimming, right, is like the head just swimming like a normal stingray, but he's like just dragging this human body along the along the riverbed.
Yeah,
it's just kicking up shit left and right behind him.
Yes,
awesome.
So he goes up to the house and he sort of like looks around quickly.
Which house?
On the door. On the Tabaxi house. Thor's mum and dad.
Yep.
Ken, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think it was Beryl and Hang on, just gotta check something. Good gif.
Oh,
Good gif.
you can have an inspo for that one, Jakey.
Yeah, have an inspo, mate. Well done. Top gif. Sorry, back to the game. Dad's name is Kevin. Mum's name is Beryl.
Okay.
You knock on the
Kevin
door.
Besh.
Kevin's got his chicken rod on his back, over his shoulder. He's about to head out for some more chicken fishing.
Morning, Master Kevin, Madam Beryl. I don't mean to intrude, but met your boy just now, and by fuck, he is rude. Stranger, he called me, then legged it across town. The only sign of him was the quick stain of brown, dropping out his pants as he scurried away. But lost him I did, and I am most afraid to say.
Hello, Ray. Well, did you approach him in a friendly manner?
No, sir. Most cordial was I. It was he that gave me the big stinky eye.
Classic. You're doing a good job.
Odd. That's odd.
Oh my! You see, Beryl shuffles over. My poor Thor. He's never rude. He's an angel. I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it.
He said I smelled nice.
And you do. You smell like
But
chicken.
he looked at...
Or what he would think is chicken.
I must tell you, madame, that he was eyeing me with such fervour that it made me quite nervous and let out a murmur.
Okay. You are an odd one, but I'm sure he will come around. And then the dad pipes in. He's like, they said they were going to do some study at their friend Chad's house.
Ah, perhaps I should go there to this young
Absolutely.
chap's place. There I can plead my case face to face.
Absolutely. I think you should. You know where his house is?
I know not the boy of which you speak.
Well, Frank Stills, and that you see there, right there, that giant tower, in amongst all the other giant towers, but the really big one, top floor, where they live. They own that tower.
Oh my, that is very, very high.
Yes, yes, it is.
Think you I can climb all the way up there?
I think if you put your stingray mind to it, you can do whatever it is you want. Much like my boy Thor. He could do whatever he wants. He's off studying today. Couldn't tell me exactly what he was studying, but he was studying with his good friend Hank. They called themselves jump buddies, if that helps you at all.
Oi, they mentioned that and other things. But they took off rather quickly without any of their things.
You guys took your things, didn't you? I'm sure that whatever they left behind, just return it to them. Yeah, they'll be at Golding Estate. Anyways,
Go there I must, and that's all I got. It's so hard.
Kevin sort of pushes past. He's like, I've got to go a bit of fishing. And he trundles down to his little river boat and casts
He's
a
sort
line.
of like, wish you would not do that within my eye line, but understand a feed you need, and I will not whine. Good day to you, sir. Good day to you, ma'am.
Good day to you.
I'll be off now
Good day to you, Ray.
I'll be off now to walk this strange man. And he sort of.
Would you like something to eat before you go on this adventure?
Well, seeing as you're so polite and nice, I wouldn't mind some fish and rice.
I've got plenty of fish. We have fish and milk.
Oh, milk's not a drink that any Ray should have.
I can mix it in with the fish if you like.
Think I'll skip it, says I. Need to go across town before I die.
Okay, fair enough. And she sort of just grabs the fish. Starts eating it. Alright, farewell, Ray. Do drop past again.
Toodaloo, good people. Cat or otherwise. Oh, God, I hate walking these stupid man thighs.
Alright, so off you go.
God.
You take off, wobbling around. Are you going to take the river route, or are you going to go walk
River
the
route.
streets?
Nah, river
Alright, so
out.
you just like walk down to the river. You just
Face plant it, just
splash into the water,
and you just see this like dirty, muddy trail behind this little sort of ripple in the water, and you're just seeing like just the feet are just gouging through the riverbed, just churning up all the silt.
terrible, but amazing. All right,
Thanks.
so Chad,
Yes.
you wake up.
Well, another day. Yet more crippling depression.
Jesus. All right, so you wake up. What are you doing? No servants.
I'm going to go to the kitchen, cereal, look over, scotch goes in instead of milk, turn on the TV.
Jesus Christ. You turn the TV on and it's just like shh.
All channels. I'll just keep flicking through, see if there's anything.
You think you see like a little bit of different white noise on one of the channels, but it's just the same.
I'll go back to that channel.
Okay.
Percussive maintenance.
Right. Shh.
Screw it! I'm playing my Y box.
All right. So you head off to the room with your cereal and whiskey, and you're gonna play your faux Xbox.
Yeah, just desperately trying to do something to pretend life is normal for 30 minutes. Wait for Dad to wake up.
Yep. So you hear a ding dong at the door.
I'm going to find somewhere to hide that I can listen.
Okay, where do you go?
I will go to the lounge room and crawl under one of the beanbags.
Okay, so you get under one of the bean bags. Dad's doesn't seem to be getting up to come and get the door.
Well, I'm not going to. They know I'm not here.
All right, so Thor, how many ding dongs would you do?
I'll just keep going.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
No, do the really quick Bart Simpson like ding 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 ding.
I'm gonna
I pull out my little bit of copper wire and stick it between my teeth. And I point towards the doorway and just sort of whisper, "Chad, we're at the front door. Nobody's answering."
Oh my freaking god. I'm gonna go let them in.
Okay. So you
Double check the cameras before I open the door.
I'm
Okay.
still
That doesn't-
ding-donging the whole way.
Yeah, there does. So you check the cameras, and out the front of the doorway, there is no guard, but there is definitely Thor and Hank just, or Thor's just hammering the shit out of this bell.
Let them in before they ruin the doorbell.
So
Too
in you
late.
come.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry about your doorbell there, Chad.
In a piece.
Broken when I got here.
I mean, it's still is it just it's either not ding donging or it's stuck ding donging. Which one is it?
I might think it's stuck.
No, it is stopped ding donging now.
Hi, Chad.
This wasn't a dream. Shit.
Look, I don't know about your morning, but ours has been a far lot weirder.
Is that so?
Yes, it is.
Really? I bet it's been a great day.
Yeah, so we met a man down by the river who wanted to be the leader of our jump buddy team, but he didn't have a bike. And then he asked us to come away from peering eyes to look at his man thighs.
He definitely asked to bum us.
All I can say is, lucky jump buddy Thor was there, or I'd be a warmer.
I look at Hank for a long moment. You can turn invisible. You can cast magic. You did that thing where you were here and suddenly you were over there. Do you not think you could have run to your dad? Or exploded the guy?
Twofold. I like the idea that you think I can explode people, but I cannot. And two, I don't know where my dad is.
We sure needed him, though.
Would have been nice. Didn't have my whistle either.
We should get some pepper spray.
That's a good idea. That's a cracker idea.
What about the list tank?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
pepper spray. I'll pull out my book.
wander into Dad's office,
Oh, is
Just
this
before
where
you
we're going
do
to
that.
study?
look for
Just
the tasers.
Yeah, so you wander off to Dad's study, and as the other two are standing in the living room,
I'm so glad.
Oh god, does he come out of the kitchen sink?
go for it.
So where the swimming pool is, that's got the big glass thing. There's actually like an infinity pool. So like it cascades off the edge and sort of plummets down,
Oh yeah, it's definitely
into
one of
like
them.
this massive pond that leaks out through a grate or whatever into the ocean. So basically, Ray has just swum up this fucking water feature and ended up just pulling himself out of the swimming pool. Just like he flops his head out onto the deck first, and then like drags himself out, just like floppily dragging himself out up this thing.
Oh Christ.
Shakes himself off.
The imagery of him.
That's him!
Again, with the body just noodling along behind, like it is
That's him!
Yeah.
completely boneless.
He's followed us!
I look up.
Keep calm, young
Clench
sirs.
everything.
So hang on, if you're in the pool, you're like a floor above them.
Yeah, we're just looking through
Oh.
we're looking through the
You're looking-
floor
Okay,
at
so
him.
can they see me?
They see you outside of the building, just like,
Yeah, sick.
up
Sick,
water,
okay.
then into the pool, then flop out. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Chad's the only one that's left, so they're in there. Just like, Chad's left to go to the
Okay, cool.
office.
Cool.
Find
So
some tasers.
I'm gonna start like. Is there stairs or something that I can take?
Yeah, there's some stairs you can go down.
Yeah, sweet. So I'm gonna Gumby my way down these stairs towards the room that they're in.
Chad!
Hey,
Holy
is
sweet Mother of
The
fuck!
rapist is here! I run and jump
So,
behind the
give us
sofa.
a quick perception. Hey, Chad, before the screaming and yelling about a rapist being here and having swum up a water feature happens, give us an investigation check if you're going to go look into the tasers and stuff.
I'm certain Dad's got a some kind of goddamn locks on everything.
Shoot it in the throat!
You can't. You like have a little bit of a look, but then you just start hearing this screaming coming from back in the living room.
I'm gonna lean over, open the fridge, just take a bottle of whatever's closest.
Just another bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. Chad comes
Okay.
out drinking
Killing
whiskey.
me.
I don't want to see his thighs.
You know what? Hearing that second bottle, go to the kitchen, sit down, start pouring drinks for everyone.
Chad!
Sit down at the counter and just wait.
Alright, so
Leg
Ray
it
makes
into
his
the
way
study.
down.
I mean, he's either got to go through the window like me or get to the door, so...
I leg it into the study that Chad just went into.
If I see Thor bolt, I bolt.
Yeah, close the door and fucking barricade it.
So these
Don't
stairs
break anything!
these stairs that Ray's gone down, they do lead out, down outside, and you got to come through the front door to get in. So he goes to the front door. Gives a bit of a I know. Gives a bit just seeing you.
After all that,
I know. Only
you
because
couldn't
the way
just find a way inside from there. Like, there's got to be a door at the pool so people don't have to go downstairs to go up. That's just poor planning.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's something like you need a
Shit
doorway to
architecture.
go to a second floor.
fuck it. You find a door. Your stingray abilities
sick.
find a door down.
Shimmy.
And in you come. You're inside the apartment.
Yeah,
Back
sick.
to barricading.
So I'm walking up and flopping around and stuff, and I'm like, I go up to the door. I know they're in the room. I can obviously hear them with my ray ears. And I sort of like press myself flat up against the door, or my stingray face flat up against the door. And like, sort of like, you just see like the little frills like wavering and stuff like that. Keep calm, young sirs. I'm no predator of yours. I just want to repay my debt to your father of all fours.
Is this at my front door?
He wants us to get on all
No,
fours?
this is like at the door that leads from the pool into your actual apartment.
Yeah. So he hasn't come into the lounge room.
No.
No, I'm at the door.
Basically, he's at the door. Not the
Is
front
it a
door.
glass door? Because
it
that
is
would
a
be
glass-
hilarious.
It is a glass
Yes.
So you can see me barricading it.
You're just seeing the slack jaw of the human that I'm attached to, like, against the glass.
Well,
I work faster.
I'm
Grabbing everything.
I thought you guys were in the study barricading.
Oh, that's next.
So you guys just keep barricading against him.
Are you
I
barricading
want my
that door, or
dad.
you will be barricading the study?
I'm going to barricade that door, and then I'm going to retreat back to the study.
All right, make
I'm going to
a
barricade that
make
one
an
as well.
athletics. See if you can start moving some of this super expensive furniture around.
You break it, and I'll break you. That
do an
chair
athletics.
costs more than your house, Thor.
I'm not listening.
Do an athletics and then a dex. So athletics
man.
is 8. So you are in struggle town.
It's because I'm freaking out.
Yeah. So you run over to grab the big couch first of all. You're like, oh, it's not that big. and you're just like, "Oh," you just flex, and it's like the slowest maneuver of any couch ever. You're going like
the
the
polished
veins.
mahogany floors.
Yeah, the veins are popping out. You're not really getting anywhere.
Uh,
So in this, Chad, you just watched Thor just like bound over to the couch, lift up or try and lift up one side, and he's just super slowly like maneuvering this thing.
Chad's gonna go to the glass door and kind of just lean against the wall there and press the intercom.
Yep,
Just-
intercom comes on.
Hello?
Hello, Ray's my name, and I come from the sea. To help you, I must. Won't you allow me?
Dude. We're 14. Why does everyone think we're gonna fix this? Why can't you go to the cops? And this is Chad drinking whiskey.
Told those boys I did that help you I must. Save your town we will before this man's body goes bust.
Who's gonna bust whose body?
He's not a threat. His body's gonna jellify from the water. And I open the door.
Ah!
I want to see his chili.
So the door opens, and Ray just like stumbles in.
I Gumby my way in.
Yeah. Go
Many
sit
thanks.
at the counter.
Alright.
Dad will
Didn't
be
your
up
dad ever
soon.
teach you about stranger danger?
Do you know how many flintlock guns are in this house? There are 4 at any given moment in arm's reach.
I don't feel any.
It's that typical drunken, typical drunken like over exaggeration. There's definitely a gun in the house somewhere that Chad actually doesn't know about, that doesn't know the location of.
So Ray's just gone and sort of slopped up against the bar there, and he's just like, his head's lolling a little bit. And he's like, "Many thanks, young elf, for your generosity. The shrine I will dedicate in my castle under the sea."
Under the sea.
You're gonna make a shrine out of it?
I'm gonna go sit at the other side of the bar and just... What do you want?
This is like Buffalo Bill. Oh.
Is anything here?
Look, told you, did I, earlier, my plan, that we should go out and fight like a man. Save this town we will, and repel the invasion we can. Tell me how to help you, and I will finally shed this lower-limbed man.
I would love to tell you how you could help me. But at the moment, what I need is therapy.
Oh, Chad's just going done it. I think he's taking a piss out of
I
you.
was just gonna say,
Nah,
don't diddle
Chad
us.
is just...
That'd be nice. I mean,
Chad is also, while sitting at the bar, gun under the bar.
Mr. Chad's dad. Ah!
Chad's dad is not up yet, it seems.
Adult
Ah!
parent figure.
3rd room on the right.
What's the 3rd room on the right?
So, Chad's dad's room.
Yeah.
They were calling for a parent figure.
Mhm.
Not sure how much help Dad will be, but so Chad's just gonna sit down and just what does Ray think that a 14-year-old elf, gnome, and Goliath
Tipsy.
can do? We fight an entire town invasion force with guns. We haven't even finished adventuring school. We did exactly 1 day of it. And a half. 1.5 days of adventuring school. No, not a half, because we didn't even get through recess. So, Mr. Ray,
remember.
what do you think we could do?
Well, ambush do I, and damn good at it I've become. Perhaps we could lure the dwarves, for they are somewhat dumb.
Well, I proposed to Dad that the general who came in here, we could ambush and tie him up, but he seemed to think that was a bad idea. On the other hand, we've got 24 hours to hand over the keys that enable them access to every gun in the country. Or they kill me, they kill my little brother, and they kill my mother. I don't think Mum will realise what's going on, though.
I just hope that
So,
Terrible
Yep.
story for such a young mind. Surely a way to save them we will find.
well, we spent about 8 hours of said time frame sleeping. So we got like 16 hours to stop this invasion. All my family dies. We die. The town explodes. And the dwarves take over the country.
and then
You know what? Hey, Mr. Ray, if you became a man, can I become a fish?
Afraid it's not as simple as that. For you to be the opposite, wearing a hat.
I'm just hoping that Ray's like a raptor and can't
I knew I
see
should
moving
study how to
targets, and I just
druid.
stand dead still.
Mom always went, no, it's being a druid's for girls. Oh my god. Chad, you've got to learn to go play crush ball. Make a whole bunch of money.
Yep.
Fig it.
All right. So what's Hank doing?
Yeah, just sort of not like standing as still as he possibly can, praying that that'll somehow hide him from Mr. Ray.
He sort of just like flops his head over and just he's like looking at you with these little beady ray eyes. And
What's Thor doing? Not being muted.
I'm attempting to back away sneakily.
My,
All right.
Still
I want
clenching.
everyone to make a.
no, you're right.
Yeah, I just want everyone to make a perception check, and then keep describing what you were
My
describing.
only thought is that I would like to. Sorry, perception? Yeah. I would like to try and get close to the school. Close to the school to see if I can send a message to Mrs. Wisp.
Okay. All right. So Chad, even though you're pretty much sourced already, having whiskey cereal and another couple of whiskeys, chased with some whiskey.
God, I'm trying to cope the only way I can. The only
you
way
see-
Mother's taught me.
You see some water trickling down the hallway.
Is it coming
it's
from
not-
Ray?
And it's not from Ray, and it's not from the pool room.
can Ray smell it?
Yeah, you can smell the water.
I'm gonna follow the water
It leads to your dad's room. And it's like trickling underneath the little gap under the door.
Like, it's spilling out from his room.
Correct.
Open the door.
You open the door, and the room is dark. The curtains are closed. The bed's still made. You hear the shower going, but there is water like pouring out from the bathroom.
I'm gonna turn the light on and Dad.
Turn the light on, and from here you still see you see a bit of a breeze, like flickering, flitting the curtains a bit, and you hear no response from Dad.
First step, quickly check out the window to see if there's a body print on the floor.
There's no body print on the floor.
Okay.
Go.
However,
You do see removed glass, like cut glass.
a la heist bullshit. Is the glass in the apartment?
It is placed down beside your dad's bed.
Chad.
Go look in the shower.
You go into the shower and you find your dad pinned to the wall with a rune-lock sword. Dead. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Hey.
Very much so.
Shit. Down on the whiskey. Right. As usual, if we've got any viewers into the stream at the moment, send us a vote for who you thought was the best role player tonight, and then we'll get an inspiration. Otherwise, for my players, send us a cheeky vote in the chat.
It's a toughie.
It is tough.
I wanted to go a couple of different ways.
I think that's the funniest one we've had.
Yeah,
it was a good one.
And it's an absolute landslide with Jay receiving the inspiration. But now you set a precedent, and you can't go down.
Yeah, rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. You should never do stuff like that because it's fucking hard to hold up. I know.
It is so hard.
I found it fascinating that we all lapsed a little bit into it ourselves just because it was so catchy.
Yeah, it was good gear.
Shame he's complete and total creeper.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
Is anyone on Twitch? I was struggling on Twitch, so is anyone on
yeah, I'm just double checking it. Sorry. No.
Okay, cool. All right, as usual. Thanks for joining us. Catch us on our socials. We upload to YouTube's. If you haven't caught us or you want to look at all our old stuff, it's all up there. It's good gear. Check us out. Otherwise, we are on the Instagrams sporadically and the Facebook sporadically as well. So, until next Monday, take it sleazy and hear just a nice spontaneous rhyme from Jay. Go.
Oh, Jesus.
Terrible.
Follow us on Facebook and don't forget Instagram. We'll see you all next week, and that's it. I guess I am done.
Terrible.
I know.
Not as good. Not as good.
Not
as
good. Shit.
I'll have all those inspirations back, please.
No.
I think you've got an ulti up your sleeve already.
No, I'm one short.
Well, I gave you 2.
Yeah. Oh, 3. Yeah,
And
fuck,
you,
that's an
you got
ultimate.
the you got the vote.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Ultimate coming your way.
Mind you, if you don't constantly speak in rhymes next week, you lose stats. So no pressure.
Yeah.
Oh no,
basically.
I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to keep it going because it's kind of fun and challenging to actually come up with all these rhymes. I'm like,
You say that now.
just don't ask me a lot of questions in quick succession. Just give me a second.
Yep, nope, you're going to get bombarded. It's going to be great.
The only thing I can think of is don't be a bitch, follow on Twitch.
And that being said,
A rapist I am
I'm
not.
going to switch it.
A rapist I am not.
Right.
No desire
That
have
it?
I for boys. You lot are not my type. I prefer the ass of a full boy.
No.
Is that it? Is that
That's it.
it? Is that it?
Booze.
That's got to be it.
We're also on Facebook.